Anything that begins with "first of all," I want you to sit back and get comfortable. It'll take a while.
My question is, what gave you the idea for Iron Man?
Well, I wanted to get a character. It was like a challenge. At the time Iron Man came out, all the young people were against war. They hated big businessmen, and they hated people who made munitions and armaments. And I figured, just for fun, I'm going to get a hero who makes munitions, who's very wealthy, and see if it could work, you know? Luckily, it worked. And he's one of my favorite characters, but I must tell you, the first issue that we did, I hated the way they drew his armor. And if you've been following the series, in almost every subsequent issue, his armor was different. I was never satisfied with the way it looked until finally today it's wonderful. But that was the one strip I couldn't get the artist to get the armor right. But Hollywood did it right, so that's good.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much.
Yes.
Hi, Mr. Lee. Where did you meet your wife?
Where and how did you meet your wife?
Oh, gosh. You know, this is so much more fun than working. I wish I could just do this every day, all day long. It was by accident. I had a blind date. I had just gotten out of the Army, and a friend arranged a blind date for me with a model at a model agency, and that sounded pretty cool. No, in those days, they didn't have the word cool. It sounded pretty groovy. That was a while ago. And I went up there, and I knocked on the door, and I have to preface this by telling you, when I was a kid, like most guys, I used to draw pretty girls. I used to draw my version of what the perfect girl would look like. And I rang the bell or something, and the door opened up, and this girl I had been drawing all my life was standing in front of me. And she wasn't the one I came to meet. She was the head model who opened the door. And she was English, and I love English people, and I love English accents, and I loved reading Shakespeare. And she said, "May I help you?" Much nicer than I just said it. And I'm looking at this dream that I've always drawn. And she said, "May I help you?" And I think I mumbled something like, "I love you." So anyway, I took her to lunch. I never met the model I was supposed to meet. I married Joni a few days later. I wasn't going to let her get away. That was 66 years ago.
66 years ago.
And she still looks great.
Yes, sir.